Everybody's here. Um, Today we are going to do a version of Yoga Nidra. If everybody will go ahead and mute your, yeah, there you go. Otherwise, every time you make a move, it will record you, whatever you're doing. Great. So we're going to do a version of Yoga Nidra today. The purpose of that is to balance the nervous system, right, and to bring us into a state of more calm, more relaxation. So you can do this seated or you can do it lying down, whichever works best for you. Go ahead and find the position that serves you today. And when we practice Yoga Nidra, it's practiced with a sankalpa. So I believe I've spoken with everybody here about what a sankalpa is, but in case somebody's watching this later, it is your heart's deepest desire. It's not so much a goal, it's more a method of travel. It's why are you here? What are you really seeking to understand, to create, to experience with your life at the level of your soul? And I know that seems big, but it can be simply to be present. Go ahead and close the eyes. Take a full deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last cleansing breath. Expand the torso in every direction. Exhale completely. And then allow the breath to return to normal. And for the next few moments, simply count the breaths. Count them sequentially up to 9. Inhale 1, exhale 1, and so forth. If you lose count, start over. And as you're taking these breaths and counting them, the intention is that you're focusing your concentration. If it's possible, feel the sensation of breathing as you count the breaths. Notice the way your body feels. When you reach 9, count down. Inhaling 8, exhaling 8, and so forth. Resist the temptation to rush. Allow both the inhalation and exhalation to become longer and smoother. When you've completed the count, release that effort. Allow your consciousness to rest in the body as you explore the senses. Look for all of the subtle nuance in this moment, seeking to bring to your awareness the smallest sound, the faintest flavor. Become aware of exactly how you are positioned in space and in time. And as you're able to position yourself in space and in time and orient yourself to your surroundings, feel the need to do anything about that dissipate. Allow yourself to be drawn to a space of connection with divinity, whatever that means to you. In that space of connection and observation, offer your Sankalpa 3 times. And as you say it, feel the sensations that go with it in the body. I'm now going to mention different parts of the body. And as I mention them, simply bring all of your awareness to that place. Notice what you notice. And then when I mention the next area of focus, give permission for any need to do anything, to control, to articulate musculature, to be released. Notice the right leg. Start at the toes. Noticing the external and the internal structure. The spaces between the bones, just as much as the bones themselves. The skin. Move awareness up through the ankle, the lower leg, knee, upper leg, all the way to where the leg rests inside of the hip. Left arm, fingers, palm, the back of the hand, the muscles and the bones, the skin, spaces in between, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, all the way to the shoulder, inside and out. Releasing any tension that you feel there as you move your attention to the left leg. Start at the furthest extremity from your heart, your toes. Muscles and bones. Spaces in between. Up through the ankle and the lower leg. The knee. And the upper leg. All the way to the hip. Sensing the whole leg. Right arm. Fingertips and fingernails. Front and back of the hand. Spaces in between the bones. The wrist. Lower arm, elbow. upper arm, all the way to the shoulder. And both arms and both legs together now. Both arms and both legs at the same time. Allow these limbs to simply exist without your interference or attention. Awareness to the back side of the body. Notice every place that is touching whatever you're resting upon. And the places which are floating a little bit above, wherever that is. A natural curve in the spine. Notice the glutes, the low back. The vertebra moving up the spine, the spaces in between. Sense the organs. The softer spaces between the hips and the ribs. Each of the bones in the back side of the rib cage. And spaces in between each. Sense expansion with each breath. Notice the shoulder blades and the space between the ribs and the scapula. The back of the neck, the skull. Wrapping around to just behind the ears. The whole back side of the body now. Right side. The side of the leg. The soft space between the hip and the rib. All the way up to the armpit. The leading edge, the top of the shoulder. Right side of the neck. The right jaw. The ear. Inner and outer. The space behind the ear. The right temple. Whole right side of the body now. The whole right side. Left side. Tuning to the edges. The side of the leg. The soft space. The skin and the side of the ribs, spaces in between, all the way up to the armpit. Top of the shoulder. The side of the neck. The left jaw. Ear, inside and out. Behind the ear. Temple. And side of the head. whole left side. Front of the body. All of the spaces, parts that are open to the air. Top of the pelvis. Organs of reproduction, elimination, digestion, detoxification, respiration. Sense deeply into the body. Heart, lungs, the front of the throat, voice box, the chin, the lower jaw, the crown of the head now, the tongue and upper palate of the mouth, forehead, the bridge of the nose, the upper lip and lower lip, the right eye, the eyeball itself, as well as the socket, the lid, and the lashes. Left eye, all of the structures and the free-floating spaces. The right cheek, the bone, the skin, the muscle. Left cheek, inside and out. Right nostril, sinuses and throat. Left nostril, sinuses and throat. Whole front side of the body at once. Now all the body together. The whole body together. Sense the whole body still, balanced, resting in space. Feel the sensation of gravity. Sense it at the level of cells. And give yourself over to it. Feel a sensation sinking into the earth beneath you comfortably. And now feel a sensation of ether, of air, of lightness. As if your entire being could float. Feel a sensation of rising, weightless. And now the heaviness and lightness at the same time. Heavy and light together. Find the space in between heavy and light that serves and supports you optimally today. Heat. Feel the sensation of heat. Outward and inward. The source is unimportant. Allow the body to attune to a sensation of heat. And now cold. At the cellular level, or even smaller still. Sense cold. Now heat and cold at the same time. Heat and cold together. Finding the balance between the two that serves you today. Light. The light of 1,000 suns emanating from inside of you, radiating outward, and also shining upon you. Moving through you. Darkness. Darkness with substance, with mass. Darkness that feels like you could pick it up. That you could hold it in your hands. Moving in you and through you. Emanating from you. Surrounding you. Light and dark at the same time now. Light and darkness together. Find the balancing point. Sense yourself now balanced between these extremes. Become aware that you are able to notice without being compelled, that you can advance yourself more into the darkness or into the light, and that you get to choose. Bring your sankalpa back to mind, to heart. Send that message throughout the body so that it touches every single fiber of your being, every cell of your existence, every particle. And repeat it 3 times. as if every piece of your existence was exalting in a chorus. Not just the mind, not just the heart, every part of you. Take a few breaths in the space of centered, balanced, focused concentration on your heart's deepest desire. Allow for space to be created in which to place belief or faith or whatever you choose to call it, that it is possible for you to manifest and to experience fully whatever that calling of your heart might be. And as we leave this meditative space momentarily and move into our lives, it will serve us well to stay connected to this state of balance and internal knowing. So in the next breath, do your best to notice with all of your faculties what it feels like, so that you can recognize it when you're there and you can say yes readily. Leave the eyes closed, take a full deep breath in. Exhale completely, nose or mouth, let the chin drop to the chest. Maybe rock the head from side to side. Perhaps you wish to reach the arms overhead or stretch in some other way. Bring the palms toward one another. Rub them. And when they feel activated sufficiently, place them over the eyes. Sense the energy of your Sankalpa emanating from within. Blink the eyes open into the darkness behind the hands, infused and permeated with the energy of your intentions. Make space between the fingers. Let the light in slowly. And when you're ready, be in full awareness. And have the most amazing day.